to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
It started with a sound. Just a few seconds of grainy audio, muffled like it had been recorded in secret. But what came out of those speakers was enough to send social media into a frenzy. In the clip, a man's voice, deep, calm, but dripping with something sharp, could be heard saying, "Teyana is just another PR stunt." No explanation, no softening. Just that one cutting line, followed by a laugh that didn't feel like it came from someone joking. And almost instantly, everyone claimed they knew exactly whose voice it was. Aaron Pierre, the man who had been at the center of Teyana Taylor's life, now allegedly caught tearing her down in private. When the voice note first appeared online, people didn't even believe it was real. It was posted to a mid-sized gossip account with barely 50,000 followers. But within minutes, it started spreading like wildfire. Screenshots, reposts, TikToks analyzing the audio frame by frame. It was everywhere. The account claimed the voice note was sent to them anonymously, but they had confirmed with multiple sources that it was indeed Aaron's voice. And just like that, the love story Teyana had been carefully presenting to the world started to unravel. The clip wasn't long, maybe 15 seconds at most, but the damage it caused was instant. You could hear Aaron's voice in the middle of a casual conversation, like he was talking to a friend in a quiet room. In the background, there were faint sounds, maybe a bar or a set, but the focus was on his words. "People think I'm serious with her," he said in a tone that felt both confident and dismissive. Then came the punch. "Teyana is just another PR stunt." And then that laugh. The kind of laugh that makes you wonder how long he'd been feeling that way. The internet didn't hold back. Within hours, Twitter was on fire. Fans were split down the middle, half of them furious, saying Aaron had shown his true colors, and the other half questioning whether the clip had been edited to make him look bad. TikTok creators slowed the audio down, filtered it, even tried to match it to interviews Aaron had done in the past to compare his speech patterns. And the more they compared, the more convinced they became that it was him. But the real question was, if it was Aaron, why would he say that? And who was he saying it to? Some sources claimed the voice note was recorded weeks ago, possibly by someone Aaron considered a friend. Rumors began swirling that he'd been out with a small group, maybe co-stars or industry acquaintances, when the conversation turned to his relationship with Teyana. That's when, allegedly, he let his guard down and said what he really felt. Others suggested the timing was too perfect to be random. Teyana had just been gearing up for a new business launch, with Aaron making appearances by her side. Could it be that someone leaked the clip to sabotage her moment? To understand why this single voice note hits so hard, you have to remember how Aaron and Teyana's relationship started. After her highly publicized split from Iman Shumpert, Teyana seemed to step right into Aaron's arms. Their chemistry was undeniable, and for months, they were the couple everyone was talking about. Red carpet appearances, Instagram lives, matching outfits, it was a show. And while some people believed the romance was real, others whispered that it all looked a little staged. That maybe, just maybe, this was more about image than love. From the very beginning, there were signs of tension. Fans noticed that Teyana seemed to be working overtime to make Aaron fit into her world. He was at her events, photographed with her friends, even casually interacting with her kids. But every now and then, a small moment would slip through, a distant glance, a stiff body language in public, and people would wonder if the connection was as strong as they were being led to believe. The PR stunt accusation suddenly made those old moments look like clues. And then there was the matter of Aaron's career. Before Teyana, he was respected in acting circles, but far from a household name. Being linked to her brought him more mainstream attention than he'd ever had. Suddenly, magazines were covering him, fans were flooding his socials, and his projects were getting more buzz. The voice note, if real, seemed to confirm what critics had been saying from the start, that Aaron benefited from being tied to Teyana, and maybe that was all he ever wanted. The fallout from the leak hit Teyana's inner circle fast. Friends close to her reportedly felt betrayed. Some sources say she found out about the clip the same way everyone else did, by seeing it online. Imagine scrolling through your phone and hearing the voice of the man you've been defending for months casually reducing your entire relationship to a PR move. People claim she was furious, but also hurt. And when you've been hurt like that, it's not just about the relationship. It's about your pride, your image, your trust. Her family's reaction was just as strong. Those who were already skeptical of Erin's intentions felt vindicated. They'd warned her, they said. They told her not to rush into making him part of her public life. And now, with this clip out in the world, they saw it as proof that they were right. Even Aman, her ex-husband, allegedly had thoughts on the matter. Some claim he felt quietly satisfied, like the truth was finally catching up with Erin. Others say he was just concerned about how all this drama might affect their kids. Meanwhile, fans on social media took sides. Some argued that maybe Erin was just venting in private, not expecting his words to be taken literally. That maybe PR stunt was just a joke, a careless phrase said in the moment. Others weren't buying it. They pointed out how specific his tone was: calm, confident, and not at all like someone making a joke. Hashtags like #ErinExposed and #PRStunt started trending, with users digging old old posts for more evidence of insincerity. As the backlash grew, Erin stayed silent. No statement, no denial, not even a vague Instagram story. And in the world of celebrity scandals, silence can be dangerous. It leaves the narrative in other people's hands. While he kept his head down, Teyana did the opposite. She posted a series of cryptic messages on her Instagram story, things like "loyalty isn't a game" and "wolves in designer clothing." She didn't name names, but no one needed her to. The timing said it all. Behind the scenes, there were whispers that Erin was furious about the leak, not because of what he said, but because of how it was being used. People close to him claimed he felt trapped, that if he denied it, it would just drag things out, but if he admitted it, he'd look even worse. On top of that, there was talk of more voice notes. A gossip blog hinted that they had additional clips of Erin talking about Teyana and that they might release them if the price was right. It was blackmail in all but name. For Teyana, the leak came at the worst possible time. She had projects in the works, brand deals lined up, and public appearances scheduled. Being painted as someone involved in a fake relationship wasn't just a personal blow, it was a professional threat. The entertainment industry can be quick to turn on people when they smell bad press. And the fact that this story was being fueled by the man who was supposed to be in her corner made it all the more brutal. As the days passed, the speculation only deepened. Who leaked it? Was it someone from Erin's side, trying to hurt Teyana? Or someone from Teyana's camp, trying to expose him? There was even a wild theory that Erin himself might have leaked it, as part of some twisted publicity strategy. After all, in Hollywood, not all press is bad press. But if that was the plan, it was backfiring fast. His followers were turning on him, and casting directors were surely taking note. And yet, even with all the chaos, there was still a lingering question. What if he was telling the truth? What if the relationship really was just a carefully constructed image? In an industry where so many couples are put together for attention, it wasn't impossible. Maybe Teyana and Erin had been playing a role from the start, and somewhere along the way, the lines blurred. Maybe the voice note was less about betrayal and more about honesty. But whether it was truth or betrayal, one thing was clear. The damage was done. The trust was gone. The image shattered. And in the court of public opinion, perception is everything. Even if Teyana and Erin managed to work things out privately, the world would always remember that clip. That voice. That line. Teyana is just another PR stunt. The story isn't over. More leaks could come. More people might speak out. And until Erin or Teyana addresses it directly, the speculation will only grow. Because in this business, silence isn't peace, it's fuel. And right now, this fire shows no signs of burning out.